Hello beautiful people. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the few things that I picked up from the Sephora sale. I only have like 5 things here because this is part 1 of the 2-part haul that I did. I got these things and then I wasn't sure if I was going to purchase any more, and then I went back and placed an order for a few more things and then another order for one other thing because I just couldn't resist. So I'm not sure when those are going to come in, considering shipping is taking forever. It took 2 weeks for me to get the products that I have here in front of me, and then I ordered... There's a loud music going on outside right now. Please hold. Oh, it's probably just my neighbor. Anyways, very distracting. What was I saying? So I ordered another order on Thursday, and that said it was going to be here on May 27th, which is literally a month away. So I hope it doesn't take that long to get here because that's crazy. I mean, it did estimate that my current order was going to get here like, it came 1 day earlier, so that is just mind-blowing. Anyways, I understand why it's going to take so long, but it's just crazy to me that I have to wait a month to get my stuff because I've never had to wait a month to get anything from Sephora before. It's usually come like within the same week. Anyways, I've been yapping about this for too long. Let's get into it. I wanted to repurchase something for my skin because my Ole Henriksen tooth serum is almost out and I needed something else, and I wanted to try something a little more because I've been using that for, I think I've purchased them like 5 or 6 bottles of it, and I wanted to try something different. So I went ahead and got the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. I haven't tried it yet. This one firms, hydrates, and instantly illuminates with 15% vitamin C, so it has a higher concentration of vitamin C than the other one. And it has 5% PHAs, which are supposed to help with like exfoliation, I believe. I don't remember. And it has hyaluronic acid in it, which is good because my skin's dry lately, so I think this will give me some nice little hydration for the summertime. We will see. Usually my skin didn't like hyaluronic acid, but that's also when I was a little bit more oily. Now that I'm more dry, I think it might work. Otherwise, I might have to return it and go back to my regular vitamin C serum. Okay, and the next thing that I got is the Buxom White Russian Lip Gloss. I have not opened it yet. You all know, if you watch my videos, that this little baby was running out and I needed to buy a new one because this would be my second or third purchase of the White Russian. I love it. It's a beautiful nude pink and I love the plumping and the smell of it. I just love the overall experience of these Buxom lip glosses. So I went ahead and purchased a new one of that. Also, I have been using this little sample of the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer for the longest time. So I wanted to go ahead and purchase this. I waited for the sale just because I wanted the extra 20% off. And I had to try and match. Like, I went back and forth between custard and vanilla. Custard and vanilla for like, I don't even know, like a month. I was trying to like look at online swatches to try and match the shade because you know we can't go into Sephora right now, and I wasn't smart enough to try and shade match before the store shut down, but that's okay. Anyways, I went ahead and got the vanilla, and it is pretty much the exact same color, so I'm loving that. I do love this concealer. It's beautiful for the inner corner, and on my no makeup days, I like to put it underneath my lower lash line. I did already swatch it because I wanted to compare it to the one that I was using. So that's a good match. I don't need to return that. I'm really happy about that. By the way, excuse my nails, I need to redo them. They look horrible. And then I went ahead, I had this on my list for the longest time since they came out, but I wanted to wait for the sale to purchase it. It is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Glass Slipper. I have been in love with clear glosses lately. I just find they give your lips just a natural shine, and just natural lip color is beautiful. I was using my MAC one, but it's kind of old and I think I need to retire it. So I wanted to go ahead and purchase this one because I do love just the smell, the texture. I just love Fenty's lip glosses. So Glass Slipper has been added. It's just a beautiful clear. As you can see, I'm not going to bother swatching it because it's a clear gloss. So I love that, and I have used that on my lips today. And the last purchase, the last product in this order is I went ahead, I wanted to replace 2 of my eyeshadows because it's spring, summer, and I'm craving bright colors, so I wanted to replace, what color was it? Oh, let me just reach over here. the Urban Decay Electric palette. My Chaos is kind of like on its last legs. This palette's more or less kind of old, and I was struggling to use that the last time I tried to do a makeup look with it. So I wanted to purchase the Urban Decay new electric palette, but it was too expensive out of my price range. I didn't want to pay $60 for an eyeshadow palette that I wouldn't really use all of the shades of. I'm trying to be more conscious in my purchasing these days. So I went ahead and got this Morphe 24A Artist Palette. I thought, why not? It was only $34, I believe. Let's just see. If I don't like it, I'm going to return it when the store's open. But I thought it was a beautiful palette. I watched a couple tutorials, not tutorials, but like swatching, and it looked promising. And I also wanted a new yellow, just because I only have like 2 yellows, and I wanted more of a range. But I mean, so I thought it was nice that it had a blue, and then it had 2 yellows in it. I wasn't sure which yellow I'd like more. And it also had, I was sold on the shimmers here in this row, and I was also sold on the pressed glitters here in this row, and that one there. So I was like, cha-ching! But I have been using this. I've used it twice now. The first day I got it, I used this shade because it's quite an interesting shade. I did like that shade. What else did I use? I've used this shade, which is gorgeous. That's an unexpected shade that I didn't think I would like. But I used this one, and this shade was kind of patchy. The glitters here, they are like so weird. I'm going to have to play around more with them, but the pressed glitters, they're in some kind of like I get when you press glitter, they have to be in some sort of substance. But like, you see the swatch on my hand here? Like, it doesn't even transfer onto my hand. Like, it's not even going. It's coming off in like weird chunks, and like the rest of it is left on my hand. It's almost like I have to scrape it off with my fingernail and then put it on. It's just the weirdest application ever. And it's definitely not like the Tati Beauty or, what palette is it that I have glitters in? It's one from Huda Beauty. Can I pull it out? Can I find it? Oh, okay, yeah, the new nudes. Like, at least these ones, when you put your finger in them, they come off, and they come off on the back of your hand. Well, more or less. Of course, they're not going to do it right now. Anyways, these ones are just a little bit drier and easier to work with. I did try and use this little tool here with it when I did try and use it. But because the formula that the glitter is in is a little bit thicker, it's harder to use, and it creases on my eyelid. I even, like, used the primer, set the primer, put a little bit of eyeshadow on, and then applied glitter glue and then put that on. It just, I don't know, it wasn't lovely. I mean, it was only $30, but still, I hadn't tried any other Morphe palettes other than the old one that I have, so I was like, let's give it a shot. If I don't like it, I'll return it and I'll find something else with a blue and a yellow in it. I used the yellow in this tutorial here. I tried to use this one and this one, ended up using more of that one, and then I also I compared it to the yellow in this palette from Kat Von D. The yellow in this palette is less patchy and goes on more pigmented than the one in the Morphe palette. So I'm going to have to play around with this more. I might do a review on it. We'll see how my experience with it goes. Like I said, I used a couple other colors in here that did work out fantastically. Like this color here worked out beautifully. I used it on top of Urban Decay's Sin eyeshadow primer and didn't set it, and it went on lovely. So maybe it depends on the base you're using. I don't know. But I will keep you updated on that if you are interested. And the last thing, I did purchase a new eyeshadow primer recently. This is not part of the Sephora haul, but I want to include it because it kind of like, I did buy it recently. I was running out of my good eyeshadow primers, and I didn't really want to use any more of that during this whole quarantine thing. So I went to Walmart and I purchased this one by Hard Candy. It was $5. Oh my gosh, guys, this stuff works amazing. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, just the texture and the consistency of it. I apply this on my eyelids. I sometimes set it, I sometimes don't, depending on what eyeshadow I'm using. I thought my eyeshadow would crease in a matter of a couple hours. I am floored that this lasts all day long. Like, my eyeshadow does not crease. I can't believe that I was spending like on the upwards of $20+ on a new eyeshadow primer, or I was considering it, I didn't do it yet. Now I'm not going to, when I can go to my local drugstore, Walmart, and buy this little bad boy for $5 and it's 13 grams. Like, you can't get any better than that. So I think I found my new favorite eyeshadow primer. So far I've been using it for a good couple weeks now, maybe a little bit more than that, and I love it. It's my go-to now. But yeah, I love it. Anyways, that is going to do it for part 1 of my my 2-part series, because I'm going to combine the next order that I get into one video, because I ordered some products in one and one product in another, so I'm just going to combine them. So who knows when that will come. I have no idea. It probably could take a month to get here, but we shall see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you guys will see me in my next one. Bye!